You have no memory of your first 3 years. None. You were there, you were awake, you were learning, but your brain refuses to show you the footage. Psychologist Sigmund Freud called it infantile amnesia in 1905. He thought we were repressing traumatic memories. He was wrong. In 2010, neuroscientist Paul Franklin at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto found the real answer. It isn't repression, it's neurogenesis. Your brain is the only organ that completely rebuilds itself after birth. Between birth and age 3, your brain produces 700 to 1,000 new neurons every single second. That is 1 million new neurons every 24 minutes. The hippocampus, your memory's filing cabinet, is growing so fast that it literally overwrites its own records. Think of it like this. You are writing a diary, but every page you finish, someone tears it out and replaces it with blank paper. By age 3, the entire notebook is new paper. The old pages are gone. In 2014, Franklin proved it with mice. He trained adult mice to fear a specific room. Then, he artificially boosted neurogenesis in their hippocampus. The mice forgot the fear. More new neurons. Less old memory. The same thing happens to you. Your 3-year-old self is not missing memories because they faded. They were bulldozed. But here is what makes this stranger. You do form memories as an infant. In 1992, psychologist Carolyn Rovey Collier proved it. She tied a ribbon from a baby's ankle to a mobile above its crib. The baby kicked, the mobile moved. 2 weeks later, the same baby saw the mobile again. It kicked immediately. The memory was there. It just couldn't survive the brain's reconstruction. By age 7, the average child remembers almost nothing from before age 3. By age 10, those fragments are usually gone too. But some people remember flashes, a smell, a color, a feeling of being held. These are not real memories. They are reconstructions. Your brain built them later from stories, photographs, and imagination. You are remembering the memory of a memory that never existed. So here is the unsettling truth. The person you were at age 2 is the only person you will never meet. They lived inside your skull. They felt joy and fear and hunger. And then your brain grew over them like a forest over ruins. They are still in there, but you will never find them, because the map was drawn by someone who no longer exists. But here's what no one tells you. The forgetting is not a bug. It is the price of being human. In 2011, a team at the University of Toronto, led by Sheena Jocelyn, discovered something impossible. They could erase a single memory in a mouse. Not all memories, just one. They tagged the neurons that held a specific fear memory with a light-sensitive protein. Then they shone a laser on those exact neurons. The memory vanished. The mouse no longer feared that room, but it still feared everything else. This means memories are not stored like files in a cabinet. They are stored like a spiderweb. Each memory is a single thread, but it is connected to thousands of others. And your infant brain was not just building threads. It was building the entire web. So it had to tear down the old threads to make space for the new architecture. Your first 3 years were a demolition site, and the demolition was necessary, because without it, you would not have language, you would not have logic, you would not have the ability to imagine tomorrow. In 2016, neuroscientist Eleanor Maguire at University College London studied people with highly superior autobiographical memory. These people remember every day of their lives in perfect detail. You would think this is a gift. It is not. They struggle to generalize. They get stuck on details. They cannot see the pattern because they are drowning in the pixels. Forgetting is not failure. Forgetting is editing. Your brain is not a camera. It is a storyteller. And storytellers leave things out. So, here's the final question. If you could recover those lost years, would you want to? Would you want to feel what your 2-year-old self felt? The terror of the dark, the overwhelming joy of a cookie, the confusion of not having words for anything? Or would you rather not know? Because the person who felt those things is not you. They were a different consciousness wearing your body, and they are gone. Not dead, gone, replaced. by you, the you who can read this, the you who can wonder about them. And that wondering is the only bridge between who you were and who you are. It is not a memory, it is a ghost. And ghosts do not need to be seen to be real. But there is one more thing. In 2019, researchers at Columbia University found something they did not expect. They were studying the brains of adults who had suffered hippocampal damage as infants. These people could not form new memories after the injury, but some of them still had fragments, tiny flashes, a mother's voice, a pattern of light on a wall, a feeling of being lifted. These were not reconstructions, they were survivors, neurons that had escaped the demolition, hidden in corners of the brain where neurogenesis had not reached, like photographs left behind in a burning house, scorched, faded, but real. This means your infant self is not completely gone. A few threads remain. You cannot access them. You cannot name them, but they are in there. And here's the strangest part. Those surviving fragments are not random. They are the moments that mattered most. The brain does not save everything. It saves what it cannot afford to lose. A smell that meant safety. A sound that meant food. A face that meant love. These are the fossils of your first consciousness, buried under 20 years of new architecture, but still there, still breathing. So when you feel an emotion you cannot explain, when a smell makes you cry for no reason, when a lullaby you do not recognize feels like home, that is not nostalgia. That is archaeology. You are digging through the ruins of a city you once ruled. And sometimes, very rarely, you find something that was waiting for you, something that survived the fire, something that knew you would come back. Your first 3 years are not empty. They are a locked room in a house you still live in, and you carry the key. You just don't know which door it opens, until one day you turn the handle and remember, not with your mind, with your body, because your body never forgot. It was just waiting for you to catch up.